Well then, everyone, hello. Welcome if you're here to my post E3 thoughts on basically everything that happens, just my thoughts. Don't know how much of what I'm going to say is accurate or not because it's just from what I saw while watching the press conferences. Of course, you can start off probably be four-part series maybe. Just, do Xbox first and then E what the hell, EA, and then Ubisoft, and then PlayStation, and then maybe fifth one for Roundup, or I'll have all that later. You'll find out as long as it goes. All depends on how long it takes me to go through each one. And yeah, we'll start off with the Xbox first, of course. It had its release kind of thing where they showed it off about a month ago. And then talked about TV and sports and more TV, and then finally Call of Duty, and kind of retarded end because they just like, yeah, here's gameplay for Call of Duty, and then it wasn't gameplay. And yeah, well, yeah, none of that bothered me. I noticed it bothered a bunch of people. They're like, oh, it's just TV and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. That was their, hey, let's go get this out the way so that people don't have to listen to us say it at E3, which we know somebody didn't. But that'll come later. So first off, we noticed when Xbox started, they had their Metal Gear Solid reveal or trailer. I don't even know if it was probably revealed before. I'm not a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, so I don't exactly follow it to know where it was, but all I know is that while watching it, it looked amazing. It's like I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, did they drop them in? Is that a backdrop behind there? It's like the ground underneath them. You looked kind of gamey, not very much. Looked very realistic. They, of course, you can tell the horses looked gamey, and them kind of, but the back behind them, the distance, it looked like it was a backdrop, perfect picture kind of thing. Like it was just amazing. It's like I saw it, I'm like, that looks amazing. It's hard to tell whether it was completely real, rendered out that far, or whether it was just, a fake backdrop. It just looks so goddamn amazing. Other than that, yeah, it's Metal Gear. I'm not a huge fan of Metal Gear. I haven't really played much of it, so yeah, of course I'm not a big fan. Might be if I played more, but you never know. I don't, so I don't. After that, they were all like, well, you're like, so we're continuing with the Xbox 360. We want you guys to have that. So they come out with they want to look kind of like the Xbox One, keep up with it, keep up with everything looking new. So they made another Xbox 360 design after the Xbox One. Kind of looks like it, kind of doesn't. But yeah, I mean, another Xbox 360 design. I mean, it's probably, like I said, I don't think they had the price for it, but it's available now already today, tomorrow. I don't know. It all depends. And they said it's available today, but it's kind of hard to say it's today if they're just now announcing it. It's like it's already in stores. It means I can go get it now, or is it technically the day after today, which means tomorrow when they announce it? Who knows? It's kind of hard to believe that they'd announce it and then all the stores would suddenly have it on their shelves. Places don't always stock them that fast. But anyways, they also released some information about actually making Xbox Live Gold seem like it's worth having the gold membership instead of just the regular Xbox membership, which is silver, which is just having an actual account. but they made it more worth it until the Xbox One came out, and it looks like they're going to have 2 free games each month starting July 1st. So it's what, July 1st, August, September, October, maybe November. They said it's coming out in November. It didn't say when in November, so there might even be one available in November. So that's 10 free games, I believe. Yes, 10 free games that they'll be giving people with the Microsoft Xbox Live Gold membership. And yeah, they said Halo 3 and Assassin's Creed 2 would be 2 of the games that are available, so they didn't say exactly when they'll be available or whatnot, but hey, yeah, I'm pretty sure most hundreds of people, thousands of people have played Halo, millions. But if your copy's old, broken, not usable, or if you traded it in, hey, here's your chance to get it back if you have a hard drive big enough to hold it on. And anybody who's liked Assassin's Creed or just hasn't had a chance to play Assassin's Creed, it's like, hey, I haven't had a chance. You get it for free now. Well, I mean, I don't know what other games are going to be, how many they're going to be. I mean, I doubt they're going to just have 10 free games. I mean, if you get 10 of them free, they might have, 15, 20, 30, might even have 100, and you can only just get, 1% of the games that they're going to have. Who knows? They didn't say all that, but I'm excited to see which games will come out. I mean, I don't have my Halo 3 disc no more because I traded it in. Still got my ODST disc. It's got the multiplayer, and I got all the achievements for the campaign in Halo 3, and frankly didn't play it enough to keep the campaign disc since I have the ODST multiplayer disc, which has all the maps, and I really don't even play Halo that much anymore. But yeah, we'll find out what games they have. I'm excited to figure it out, or to find out what games they might be having. Maybe some games that I've wanted to play and never played before. Yeah, that's just it. We'll find out. After that, though, they announced World of Tanks for the Xbox 360, I believe. I don't believe it was on the Xbox One because, yeah, I'm pretty sure because that was during their whole time of the Xbox 360 stuff. And they announced World of Tanks was going to be, coming to Xbox Live, so free to play, free to download. They didn't say a whole lot about the free to play part of it. I've played a little bit of it on the PC, not a lot. It's too hard for me to control on the PC, and when I had it before, I just couldn't. My graphics card was horrible. It's a lot better than it was then. I got a 550 Ti now. Then it was just onboard onboard HD graphics, which is horrible. But the thing I was wondering about that game, they say free to play. It's a free to play game, but if it's on the Xbox and I have to pay for Xbox Live, does that technically mean I'm still paying a subscription for it, or is it even if I don't have Xbox Live, as long as I have internet connected to it, I could play it? That's what I'm wondering. Because if that's the case, well, there you go. That's going to be awesome. Anybody who wants to play online World of Tanks, who has got an Xbox, it might be easier to control on Xbox than computer. I mean, I couldn't figure out the controls quite easy enough on the computer. When I played it, I played like 2 games, so I mean, I didn't really give it a huge chance because my graphics were so bad I couldn't do much. Well, yeah, it's going to be out on the Xbox, so it's free to play, free to download. Hey, I'm getting it. It's free. Why not? Got 250 or 230 gigs I could still store on my hard drive, so why not? And after that is when they went into the next gen stuff. I was kind of hoping they would have showed some of Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto 5, but they didn't. But that's okay with me. I was disappointed they weren't able to do that, but it still would have been awesome because we know that's coming out for the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3. Might be out later for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but I don't read into this stuff too much. So, like I said, this is just my E3 information that I've gotten out of the press conferences. So, yeah. But anyways, after that is when they went into their whole next gen stuff, and they started off with a game called Rise. Not 100% sure when it took place because I wasn't 100% paying attention to it because it was, yeah, it was kind of blurry at the time, so I couldn't really tell because at the time I was streaming it because my TV was not wanting to work properly and the stream was in 360 or whatever, so it was in a horrible resolution. And once I realized, oh yeah, it's on Spike and got my TV working properly and got it on, it was after that facts. But one thing I noticed about it was that there is a whole lot of quick time action event type things. Like you're hitting the guys and all of a sudden their life's down. It's like, oh, hit B now, so you can do a power attack on him or a finishing move. I don't know if you have to use those or if I could just hit him again and just kill him, since they didn't really do that. They didn't show whether, there's a bunch of stuff they didn't show that they probably should have showed, because it's just like, okay, now you have quick action, let's push these buttons for doing that. They did show a part where it's like, okay, you got one guy down, B was above his head, so he started hitting another guy. B stayed above his head till the other guy's down, then he pressed B, I'm assuming, on both of them and knocked them both down. Just what I'm assuming. I could see him playing, but yeah. But it looked awesome, at least from what I saw. I mean, it's not a game I probably will get, simply because, yeah, it's like, I mean, the first mission there, it's like a D-Day storming. It's, yeah, not. It almost has a Assassin's Creed slash Call of Duty World War II feel because of that. But I mean, it could be a good game, but I probably won't get it just because the quick action stuff, and it's did seem like there was some other stuff in there that I wasn't quite sure of, and yeah. After that, though, was probably one of the most awesome moments of the Microsoft thing, was the sudden part where they're like, hey, we got Killer Instinct for you guys. I love Killer Instinct. I only played it a little bit back in the day. I didn't play much of it. It played maybe at most 30 to 40 rounds total. So, you know, less than an hour, or at most an hour's worth of play. Yeah, when we had it, it was borrowed from a friend, so we didn't play it for very long before we gave it back to him. And yeah, so I mean, I'm excited for that. I mean, updated graphics to that, and then all. I mean, I'm just hoping they keep some of the same moves and stuff, and don't go overboard with it. Keep it kind of the same, but updated to, update the movements, update this, update that, of course, but don't try to completely redefine it. Just redo it. Yeah. And then after that, it's like I wasn't quite sure right away what it was. I was like, this game looks like Mirror's Edge. Well, I was talking with my friend, and I'm like, it's probably Mirror's Edge. And it's like afterwards, it's like it just looks like Mirror's Edge. It's awesome. I mean, you got this, the dude running and everything, just like when in the first Mirror's Edge trailer for Mirror's Edge, you had the guy running through everything and over and down and up, and that's what he was doing in a way. Except it was third person instead of first person. And I'm just like, yeah, it's Mirror's Edge, and it comes up Mirror's Edge. I'm like, awesome. I wanted to play Mirror's Edge when it first came out because I was like, that looks awesome, but I never did. Maybe it'll be one of the games that they're having for free, since they're going to have Mirror's Edge 2 coming out, or just another Mirror's Edge. So who knows? I mean, it'd be awesome because then I could play Mirror's Edge finally, and if they have it for free, and then I could play Mirror's Edge 2. I'm kind of excited for it, depending on how the stuff was. I no real idea about those games, so it'll be there eventually. We'll find out when it comes out and everything of the sort. And then after that, we go to our Xbox exclusive racing game, Forza 5. I'm not a huge racing game fan when it comes to in-track racing and stuff like that. I mean, it's Forza 5. I mean, it's same thing, updated, same thing as Forza 4, 3, 2, 1, pretty much, just updated cars, massively updated graphics, engine, stuff like that. I mean, it's a racing game. There's not much more to say. I mean, notice that cars can get dented up pretty big and stuff, and I mean, I don't know if that was doable in Forza 4 or not. Didn't play it, so probably not gonna play Forza 5 either, just because I'm not a big racing guy. Although some things did pique my interest, but yeah, when it comes down to it, Forza 5 is probably not going to be the game for me, just because. Yeah, just because. After that, this little guy, pretty sure his name was Steve, standing in a giant pixelized cave with a giant pixelized Xbox logo in Minecraft, Xbox One edition. I'm just hoping this thing's not ridiculously expensive for the most part. I mean, I bought Xbox Minecraft edition, or Minecraft Xbox edition. I probably got about 90 to 100 hours in it. So I mean, I played a fair amount, not a whole lot, but a fair amount. But this one, I noticed towards the end of the trailer for it, it's like bigger world, bigger multiplayer, and I'm like, how much bigger is this world? Is they gonna extend it? I mean, I doubt they'll extend it to the PCs, but far lands and way out that direction. But I mean, right now it's what, like 500 blocks by 500 blocks or something like that. Not even sure, 250 by 250 maybe. I haven't counted them, haven't looked it up, but either way, I'm just hoping that they like triple, quadruple the size of it. That would make it a lot funner. You could do so much more with it. Yeah, it's piqued my interest. I mean, I'll probably get it because don't know how much I'll play it, but I like Minecraft. I mean, it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable time waster, really. It's not much more than that. I mean, it's not a game. It's just like I said, it's a time waster. It's an addicting game that just has you playing until you don't feel like playing it at the time. But after that, they jumped into Quantum Break. This game looked amazing as well. When I saw it, I was like, everything except for the one chick who he pulled out of the explosion. It's like everything looked amazingly awesome. It's like when he pulled her out, it's like you could look at her hair and you could tell it was flat, kind of, extremely rendered hair and didn't look like real hair. Whereas the other two's hair styles looked a little bit more like actual hair. Well, yeah, shorter hair, it's a lot easier to make look like that. But yeah, not sure exactly what all this game is about. It looked like, okay, you go in, you save her, and you're trying to, do something about you're experimenting on, save something with time, and I did not understand what exactly it was about. Haven't looked it up either, but yeah, it looked like it might be a good one. Might be one that I might buy, might try out. I doubt I'd get it right away. It'd probably be one of those ones where I buy, mid-year after it's out or something like that. But after that, they had Project Spark which was usable with the Kinect and the Smart Glass, which this game is a game that I'm going to get. Like when I was watching it with my friend, we're just like, this almost looks like Minecraft on steroids type thing. You get a world, you have a couple, he's showing a couple different things, spark this, spark that, hey, change the world, change the time, you know, added some, use the smart glass app, which I don't have a smartphone or an iPad or whatever you need to actually be able to control it, the smart glass. So but in order to get it, I might end up having to get that because they didn't say whether or not you could just use the controller itself to do that, or whether or not you had to use the smart glass. They left that part out. So I mean, I might need to get a smartphone because I just have a cheap phone. Well, I might need to get a smartphone just so I can do that because it was awesome. For when all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, we can give this rock life. We can make it our pet." It's like, really, that is sweet. I have a pet. I could get a pet rock. And then, they kept going on. They're like, yeah, you could even, you make a little town. You have little invasions coming in. You could even play with your friends and you can fight off the invasions. And from what it sounded like, you could even invade each other. You take your worlds, put them next to each other, and invade each. That'd just be badass, to be honest. Just, yeah, I mean, just make massive world, village, battle, barricades. Yeah, I'm excited for Project Spark. It looked fun. Like literally fun. I mean, some of these other games, they looked awesome, but Project Spark looked fun. Like a game that you could sit there for like hours and not even realize it type fun. So I'm excited for it. After that was probably one of the funniest moments of the Xbox press conference. It's like the whole time during this trailer, everybody's just laughing till the end, which they cheer because it was for a game called Crimson Dragon, but I actually have no idea what it's about because I was laughing the whole time with everybody else because the sound did not work. I don't know if it was intended. I doubt it was, but the sound for the game demo or trailer was not there. So all you heard the whole thing was just people laughing, and the stuff on the screen I'm looking at, I'm like, this stuff's not funny, but the fact that there's no sound was hilarious. So I have no idea what Crimson Dragon is. Uh, yeah. After that though, game, I pretty much, I did not play Dead Rising 2. I played Dead Rising 1. I beat it once after I finally figured out how to. Took a while too. I mean, I probably played it about 13, 14 times before I actually was able to make it all the way through. But yeah, Dead Rising 3 looked amazing. It's like I was watching it with my friend. He's watching it. He's like 3-4 seconds ahead of me. And when in that house, he's like, "Whoa." And I'm like, "What?" And that zombie jumped around the corner at you. And I was like, "Oh, shit." Like, I jumped for a second, kind of like a jump scare. I was like, "Whoa, that was sweet." Game looks amazing. It's like you just run around beating up the zombies. Of course, part of it is just kind of weird. It's all like, "Hey, I'm going to come over here and tackle the zombie so that all of them come." Yeah, that was just awesome. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go kill the zombie so that they all start coming towards me. Don't know if they all would have anyways, but it was awesome. Because then after that, it's like, found what all did he find? He got the flashlight. Then he goes straight. Yeah, he jumps into this bathroom or kitchen. Pretty sure it was bathroom. But he jumps into it, and there's this flashlight on the floor. It looked like look like almost a medium-sized mag light kind of flashlight. Picks it up, turns it on, then he looks over and it's like, hey, that's a conveniently placed pistol over there on this bathroom counter. Let's pick it up. And then they showed you can combine it, duct tape the flashlight to it, although the flashlight looked like it should have been like 3 times the size of the gun and taped on the top, not the bottom. But either way, you could put a flashlight on the gun so you could turn it on and see where you're going, see where you're shooting in the dark, rather than having a flashlight in one hand, a gun in one hand. Put them together. Helps balance it out. Pretty awesome, I must say. And then goes outside, gets a flare gun. I don't know where he got the flare gun from, but as the flare gun, shoots the flare gun up in the air, distract all the zombies, and he goes over and starts playing with some zombies. Then he runs over and he gets in a car. I think. Did he get in the car first? Actually, I think he ran. Yeah, no, he ran through some. Got a sledgehammer, beat some zombies up, and then picked up that power saw, skill saw type thing. Put them together and went out, beating up some zombies, cutting up some zombies through it. That was awesome. Then got in a car, drove it, ran over a bunch of zombies, got out, called in an airstrike, and I'm like, this is sweet. Although, if I called in an airstrike, I don't know if I'd stand that close to it. I mean, especially if it's coming down hitting zombies, their body parts going to be flying everywhere. Chances are it's going to hit you. Apparently, he got lucky and none of them flew towards him. But yeah, that was Dead Rising 3. Amazing looking, almost super realistic looking feel to it. It looked awesome. Then we have the game The Witcher 3. I don't remember what the subtitle was for it, but you have The Witcher 3, which, to be honest, everybody should agree it's probably going to look much better on a computer than on the Xbox One. It is probably going to look amazing on the Xbox One. I mean, what I saw was in a decent high def, and it looked pretty damn good as it was there at the press conference. It looked stellar. So the Xbox One, though, has a year-old graphics card type thing in it. I mean, I know that they're not using top of the line. I mean, they're not using a Titan or a 770, they're not using anything like that just came out. They're using something from a little while back because they've been working on this thing for a while. So, I mean, they could upgrade it still, but that's probably going to require a lot of work to do. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know massive amounts of this stuff, so we'll find that out. But yeah, Witcher 3. Yeah, it's another Witcher game. I mean, it's open world. You go around wherever, probably play with your friends. I haven't really played The Witcher or The Witcher 2. I wanted to, so bad, but time consuming, costing money and stuff, and I never never got around to it. So it'd be awesome even if the free games you could get The Witcher or The Witcher 2, because then I could play them to be able to play The Witcher 3 and be excited for it. And then after that was literally probably the best part and the most, well, let's see, how would I say this? The most most hilarious part of the entire thing, for Microsoft's anyways, because you had Battlefield 4. Got the guy from DICE coming out, or the guy from whichever other play. Yeah, I don't remember. Where you have him come out, he's all talking for a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, it's Battlefield 4," and they go to the trailer, and it's got no sound again, and he's like, "Okay," and then they stop it, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll restart that." And yeah, well, they're having some technical difficulties, and he's just standing there "Okay, let's start this. Come on." You can tell that's the look he had on his face, "Okay, it's not starting." After a couple, probably about 30 seconds to a minute, he's all like, well, I guess we'll come back to this, and he just like proceeds to like walk off the stage, just okay, whatever, screw this, it's not happening now, I guess, and just and they're like they look like they stopped him, and he's like, oh, we're going to continue. It's like, yeah, you're at a game conference. As soon as they just need to figure out what's wrong with the sound, make sure the sound's turned up or plugged in so that they could play it. And then yeah, they play it, and he's like, "Yep, that was that," and then walks off the stage. You know, Battlefield. I'm a Call of Duty guy myself. Battlefield, I don't mind. I love the the indestructible environments from Battlefield. The fact that you could have big, huge worlds and stuff, but there have been times where it's like, yeah, hey, Battlefield, let's go play, and it's a map that supports 64 players, and there's 4 people on each team. So you're basically playing in a map the size of, Manhattan, like all of Manhattan, lower Manhattan, upper Manhattan, middle Manhattan, whatever. Playing in a map that size with just 4 people. You spend the entire game just trying to find somebody or whatever, and then somebody snipes you and you die, and then you just, it was what was sucked sometimes with Battlefield. It's massive worlds or massive maps, and sometimes you just get no players, which is why I like Call of Duty. It's like, even if you have 2, 3 players on the other team, and 5 people on your team, they're small maps. They are. I mean, even the bigger maps are relatively small maps, and it is easy to run around and find them. But yeah, and then after that, they had a game called, it was either I Below or just Below, with that guy being underneath the mountain. I'm pretty sure it's just Below, because I Below sounds stupid. I mean, but when they said the name, when they showed the name of it, my friend was like, yeah, they should have just called that Below. Because, I mean, I could not tell what was going on at all, like, throughout the whole game. I don't know if they talked about it, tell you what it was about, but it's like, what was it about? I mean, you got a little guy and you're moving around shooting or hitting stuff with a sword, so I could not figure it out. You're this little short thing, and yeah, I have no idea what it was. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, after that was just this trailer. It starts off, sand out in the middle of nowhere. Got this guy person, just kind of just roaming through the desert in these extremely tattered clothes. And I'm like, I wonder what this is. It's not Destiny. What is this? And my friend's like, it's probably Destiny. It's like, no, we already know it's not. We were just kind of joking around. And then once he, reached out, grabbed his dog tags or whatever, reached his hand out, I was like, yeah, it looks like Master Chief's. It looks like Halo. It looks like a Spartan's hand. And I mean, at the beginning, beforehand, he said, Master Chief and Marcus Phoenix. So I was thinking, well, didn't even tie in together the fact that he said Master Chief, and then they're gonna show Halo, not Halo 5, but Halo. I mean, it is Halo 5, but yeah, I mean, I didn't actually finish Halo 4 yet. I need to get in there and do that at some point. I'm like halfway through it. Have been since basically the first week it came out. It came out for a week. We played it, and then Black Ops 2 came out. We've been playing that since. I mean, we did jump into Halo multiplayer again a couple months ago because we were kind of tired at the problems with Black Ops 2, but whatever. We were just ignoring them. We figured, hey, we'll do what we have to do. But this trailer, it looked awesome. We went from, we're just joking the whole thing. We're like, yeah, they should call it Sand. And then guy walking in sand, and then more sand, and then rocks in sand because he walked up to the rocks, and then we're like, then floating rocks because the rocks started to float, and big rocks sticking out of sand, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, it's Halo. Okay, I get it now, kind of. I mean, it was kind of confusing why Well, I would say it's confusing why Master Chief is wearing that, but I mean, again, he's in armor. If it gets full of sand, it's probably gonna be hard to move. It's gonna rust up. Probably wants to keep it in there. And I noticed his face shield was broken or cracked a little bit and stuff. And I don't know. It looked awesome. It looked like it was gonna be like fun, you know. Well, you didn't show any gameplay, but it looked like it. You know, it's a Halo game. What's not fun about it, other than the multiplayer, which tends to be a lot of crap because I suck at it. But either way, they ended their press conference thing with a game from the guys who they said the guys who created Call of Duty. It's like, no, they're a branch off of the guys who created Call of Duty because from Infinity Ward because of whatever issue or Infinity Ward and Activision or whatever we're having back in Modern Warfare 2, and these guys split off, and and then other guys split off and they joined, and they had Respawn Entertainment, which is releasing a new IP, a new game called Titanfall. This game looks ridiculously good and fun and amazing. Probably not a game I'll be getting right away just because, the Xbox One's going to cost $500 and then I'm going to be getting Call of Duty Ghosts. So, I mean, that's going to be, a good $600 with, a year subscription of Xbox Live at the same time probably, or whatever. Yeah. You never know because of what it is, but when I saw this game though, it's like I'm looking at it first. Like these guys, they're running through this, running through the city from the Titan that's shooting, mech Titan thing that's shooting them, and I'm just like these guys look like they're from Halo almost. It's like they got little jetpack booster thruster pack like things. They almost have Spartan-ish looking armor, and yeah, we're just me and my friend were just like the whole time joking. It's like, oh, I mean, the game it looked awesome, but get a joke about it, just because some of the cool stuff about it. It's like, yeah, this is awesome, but you just got them. We're just like, yeah, it's almost like Halo and Call of Duty combined, and then we're just sitting there watching it, and it's like, oh, and it's almost like it's got mech assault in it as well because the mechs, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a different mech game, but it's got mechs in it, and then you see him running, jumping, like running on the wall sideways, and that we thought of Shadowrun. And it was like, okay, yeah, so you have Shadowrun. Because Shadowrun, you can run up the wall, so it was that, and then we're all like, well, it's kind of got, objectives and stuff kind of similar to the way Battlefield does. And so we were thinking, oh, hey, and it's like Battlefield, so it's Titanfall, the Call of Duty Halo Battlefield Shadowrun mech assault game. Yeah. That's what happens when you can smash all those together to make a completely awesome game. I know that's not what it is. I mean, it's amazing looking. Little dude. Not really. I mean, you're probably a normal soldier, and you're just, running around, capturing the objectives, playing the objectives, killing people, killing the enemy team, getting points, and you have that mech that's on timer, and by playing those objectives and getting kills, the timer is decreased for you to call it in, kind of like your kill streaks or your ordnance in Halo, and we're just amazed at how it looks. It just looks like it is amazing. And yeah, we're excited for it. That's all there is to say. I mean, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. But like I said, I mean, Xbox going to cost $500 plus tax. I work at a place where I get a discount, so I'll get it for $500. Unless we get lucky and have some place go out of business and they order a bunch of them and then go out of business and they could be on sale, then I could probably get them cheaper. But at the same time, probably not going to happen. Can't count on that. So I mean, I'll get an Xbox One. I'm an Xbox guy, so I mean, yeah, I'll be getting the Xbox One, and then for sure Call of Duty Ghosts when it's out. Hope it's a launch title, and then yeah, I'm also looking forward. Killer Instinct. I'll get that when it's out. I'll probably end up getting Minecraft. Uh, Project Spark. Hoping you don't need the smart glass, but if you do, it's no big deal. I just have to upgrade my phone. Don't want to, but I could do it. Then Dead Rising 3, amazing. Planning on getting it. Halo, I'll get it eventually, probably. And then Titanfall, I'll be getting that. So that's what? Let's see, we start at the top of the list again. Killer Instinct, probably be what? $50 to $75, full price game. I'm assuming they're probably going to end up being, $60, $75 for the games. I mean, I don't see why they need to charge any more for them than they already are, but you never know. But I mean, I'll be getting that. Then Minecraft, that's going to be in Xbox Live or Xbox Live Arcade more than likely. I mean, unless they could figure out a way to have it on, a disc, make it big. If they have, they said bigger, so if it's on a disc and it's literally bigger, massive, that would be awesome. I'll be getting that. I'll be getting Project Spark, Kinect. Kinect's gonna come with it. Smart glass. Dead Rising 3. I'll more than likely be getting that at some point. Halo, Titanfall. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games plus the console itself. So I mean, 6 games is what? If each game was $50, it'd be $300. So about $350, $400 for the 6 games I want, plus the $500 for the console. That's $1,000 that I will end up probably spending on the Xbox here, just from the Xbox reveal. There's more from EA and more from Ubisoft, or from the Ubisoft press conferences that I'm going to be wanting. And the Sony, we'll get to that. But yeah, that's just my overall thoughts. How I saw, what I saw, what I make out of it. My summary of it, you may say, even though this video might just be just as long as it. Who knows? I haven't timed it, so whatever. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. If you enjoyed, you just don't want a thumbs up, thumbs down it, whatever. It's your guys' choice. Whether you do it or not, it's not up to me. Can't make you do it. I don't know where you live. But yeah, I mean, enjoy it, spread it out, let people know, hey, Towkn says this. Yeah, that's what Towkn says. But you never know. I mean, I'll be having one here for EA next, and then one for Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, whoever we want to pronounce it. And then we will have one for Sony as well, which, yeah, I mean, we'll have them all out. Hope to see you guys in the EA one, which should hopefully be up within a day. See you later.